internal microphone. Does that change the internal microphone? If that changes nothing, it appears. That means also someone could not parse this file. Cool story, bro. I'm noticing this is happening a bit more where I'm trying to download an image and it just doesn't work anywhere, where they're just like, nope, can't parse the file. My computer is a Southern man, where it's just like, nope, that file, you go ahead, can't parse it. I ain't gonna parse it. You want me to parse that file? Too bad. I don't parse files. We're doing a lot of exciting stuff, so I'm just going to have to figure this out. I feel like I should just start over. So for those of you who've just joined us, you've missed absolutely nothing. And I think what I should do is just go ahead and expand the edge. Probably about 3 pixels to be absolutely safe. Nope, that's the opposite of expanding. That is not expanding the edge. That is the other way. Contract the edge? There we go. So that's too much. So you're going to contract that 2 pixels? 2 pixels is way too much. I think I was right the first time. Where I want it tight enough that you don't see the white shit. You're going to go ahead and expand that edge 2 pixels. And then there she is. In all her glory. There's a bit of that going on. I'm kind of okay with that, given everything else we're going through right now. We're going to go ahead and do that. And there, that looks way cleaner than the other one. So that's what we're going to go ahead and go with. And then similarly, you get the Polygonal Lasso tool. Get that logo out of here. Whale. And then you've got that. I won't be secretive. I'll show you what I'm up to. We've got that. There we go. We're getting started in here. Now, this one appeared. Let's go ahead and drag in my reference. Correct me if I'm wrong, that looks like a bit of a white stroke they got going on there. So what I'm looking to do That is the wrong color. I believe I'm fixing to do something like that. Or make the shadow another color. Not that color. And then make it solid, and then we can do it. I think that's more closely what they did here. I'm into it, and now they had a bit of a drop shadow here. Once again, a very solid drop shadow. So we're going to go ahead. Now, personally, I like to kind of drag out a drop shadow like that. And just drag it exactly where I want, but you can go into those controls and actually do it yourself. And that's what I should have gotten the first time. Why is that drop shadow not playing on the black background? Also, just because that'll annoy the heck out of me, go ahead and just clean you up. Give you a nice little trim there. So I think a white stroke is just going to be a little more clean. Yeah, because then a white stroke will play right there, and then on a black background, I'm going to go and do a bit of cleanup here. Clean up there. Try to rid it of all its imperfections. So that's what Photoshop is for. And there it is. Now we're going to hit the crop. Get it down like that. Make it the size we want it. Where that's probably not too tight. Here we are. Also, someone in the live chat has asked about it wasn't necessarily someone in the live chat, but some people, more than one person has asked me specifically about the WrestleMania 10 episode being on my personal channel. YouTube has a copyright match tool that they claim works. So naturally, when someone claims something works, I test it to see if it actually works. And I uploaded WrestleMania 10, just straight ripped it from the Something to Wrestle With channel onto my personal channel. And lo and behold, the copyright match tool never caught it. I've alerted YouTube to this. I feel like I should make it unlisted pretty soon, probably right now. But someone just texted me about that, and I have been meaning to bring that up to the masses. Look at us. Look, whoa. And we're done. So we've gone ahead and made a logo we're all pretty happy with. Now we can actually get started on what we were trying to do here. So there it is. And there it is. Nice and big. Nice and big so we can crop it down to what we want. So for those who are wondering, yes, I pretty much take the fundamentals of a thumbnail But instead of using a regular background, I use a moving background, which maybe we'll get to today. And then that's the whole video. I did not mean to do that. Apologies. There it is. And I think I like that. Maybe 2 clicks, 2 nudges, 2 more nudges, just kind of centered up there. And then there it is. We're going to go ahead, make a copy. So now you're noticing right here, I have a 2 subject and a 1 subject. So if it's just them talking about now the 1 subject, him, is a bit bigger because it's just him and someone else. So I can get away with the logo being a bit bigger. So if he's just talking about Uncensored and so at Uncensored, it's this, that, and then whoever he's talking about. If he's talking about, we're done with you, I'll leave you, but we're likely done with you. If he's talking about, let's say, the earnings potential at WCW in 1995, I would do that, but it would be centered. But if he was talking about, like, the time Kiss came through, it was 98, I think that was about Kiss, it would be this, and then just a logo of the Kiss monster right here. I don't know. Part of me feels like I'm giving away trade secrets, but part of me is like, part of me feels like everything I do is pretty fundamentally transparent in the sense that anyone who knows what they're looking at looks at it and goes, wow, he just spends his whole day making graphics. And that is very, very true. Now we're actually onto the pay-per-view itself. I like to go backwards. So we're looking for Hollywood Hulk Hogan, which I believe is best described as WWE. Oh, wait, we're not. WWE, and then one of my favorite ones is through a 2K render. My all-time favorite Hollywood Hogan, and yes, I have all-time favorites. By the way, I was using this graphic, and someone immediately was like, that's not Christian in 2004. Now, you might think that one, and yes, that one's pretty cool. However, where you at? Just a batch of WrestleMania logos. There he is. That's got to be my favorite Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Now, with me, I'm a big fan of waistlines and eye lines. Those are what I like to match up. So there Hulk is. Get his whole head in there. Get him where he goes. And I'm going to go bring this in here just so I can show you what I'm looking at. In 98, there was a Macho Madness. Okay, that's what I'm looking for to make sure that my graphic is... that I wanted to make sure I was correct in using the Macho Madness Randy Savage, and I am. And there he is. And then there they are. And then that's done. That's done for this step. I'm obviously going to put a cage behind them. I haven't decided on a background yet. And I think we're doing a lot right now. I'm not going to get into how I integrate Final Cut, which is right down here, just yet. But this is match number 9. That's a PNG. There she is. There she goes. Whenever you're ready. So next up, it's going to be Sting versus Scott Hall with Dusty Rhodes. I think I'm going to skip the with Dusty Rhodes. And 98, I'm pretty sure that's the Crow Sting. So we're going to go ahead and find which Crow Sting do I like. Now, I'm pretty sure it's going to be this Crow Sting, but let us double check. What did I just say? Yes, Scott Hall. Making sure he doesn't have red face. Cool. So you can go on over here, get out of everybody's way. Now we know we're looking for Crow, mid-90s Crow Sting. There he is. I'm going to try that again. He's teeny tiny. A lot of black and white in these graphics. I think I'm going to have to, for sure, do some color. I think that's good for now. And let's see what I have for Scott Hall. Surprisingly, not a whole lot of Scott Hall WCW graphics out there for everyone. Scott Norton, the same Scott Steiner, and then if you're looking for Scott Hall, these are pretty much my 2 options. I'm going to err on this one, because this is 98. This is the height of NWO WCW. Yeah. There he is. So we're going to get him pretty well here, and then Sting. And I'm going to go pretty much waist up with Sting. Those heads are never going to match. I'm okay with that. Now, this was for the WCW World Title, which I don't currently have loaded up here. Let's just kind of scroll through, and there it is. Talking about big gold. We're going to go ahead and do that. I like to get a little bit bigger with big gold here. Something like that, where we all like it, and then odd B. Throw it there, and then there she is. Then that's match number 8. Now we've got Bret Hart and Kurt Hennig. You're out, you're out, you're out. I said you're out, there we go. Bret Hart's another one. The Bret Hart and WCW, like, pretty much look like this guy. I could use this guy. I could use that. I could use that guy. It's pretty much this guy. Pretty much everything except for that WrestleMania match in Arizona fairly recently where it was him and Vince McMahon. Every time you use a Bret Hart image, that's pretty much respectable. Now, let's see if Kurt Hennig was using a green singlet. Okay, there we go. This is an NWO. No, that's a 2K16. Okay, he's wearing a blue. Cool, he's wearing a blue singlet. We can get away. There, up. Look at it. There it is. Cool. Let's see what we got with. Yeah, he's in here as Mr. Perfect. So let's have a little fun here. As you saw from that graphic, he's wearing a blue singlet. But in this graphic, he's wearing a green singlet. That's pretty simple to fix. All you need to do is select the color green he's wearing. Do a good job of deselecting everything else. Is that HQ? That's HQ, so I think I might actually. So you just go ahead. Hold shift, select everything. And then same applies. There might be a bit of that shade of green in everything else he does. So you like to go in there. Get that back. There it is. So now the best way to tell is if you were to delete it, all you're deleting is just the singlet. Then you go ahead, hit Apple U. RBC, get a little bit more U. Nope. I feel comfortable now. Go ahead, colorize it, see what's up with the saturation, and then go ahead and then make it. What kind of blue are we looking for? We're looking for that color blue. I think I kind of nailed it. A little darker, a little darker. And then, yeah, I pretty much mess around with this for a while. The more you stare at it, the less natural that green looked to begin with. I think that blue was about here, and then maybe a little, no. No. But blue was a bit over here. That's the one thing I didn't want to do, and I'm sorry. So easiest way to do this. Actually, I feel like I'm able. And that looks, for all intents and purposes, exactly what you're looking for. And then give it a second. There it is. Nope. And then there it is. Same guy. So now when y'all see this, is that green? I feel like I'm the only one who will notice this mangle little green here. I think everyone else sees him in a blue singlet. Hello.
I'm at a meter. I'll be right back with another load in the national park.
Okay.
Allison.
That was the girlfriend. I think I should make a part 2 of this where I actually add the video as well. So